Good morning. It's Wednesday, April 3rd. Got off work a bit early. I'm home, working on editing, getting through the stuff from the weekend, and really enjoying it so much. I recorded so much of like the worship, and just getting to basically re-go through that is great. But I think, make sure I have things for eating later and such. I'm gonna start getting rice going so that I can chill, and yeah, just gonna make sure I can do that today. Make a better decision than yesterday, eh? And when using the rice cooker, the way basically it works is you have a little cup that it comes with, and you take that many cups of rice, at least 2, and you put them in. And then there's little numbers here from 2 at the bottom up to 10, and you fill it then up to that line with water. For a second there, my mind just had the envision, like, with how much rice I get with, is like, what if I put it to 10? It'd be stupid. Usually, originally I would do like 2 cups of rice, just the minimum that it will do, and that works fine. And then I started doing like 3 cups, basically getting a little bit more. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do 2 today. First off, I don't need as many. I only need 2 days of leftovers to get through the week. So there's that. And also that means with like the vegetables I put in, it'll be a little more concentrated. It's like more jalapeno to rice ratio, and not and more egg to rice and all that. And I was like, that sounds good. And all right, let's turn that off. I don't need to keep it warm because we're gonna loosen this up and then get it into a container to get chilled. So I'm sitting in there editing, thinking back and forth, and decide, you know what, I want some sort of dessert. And I was like, you know what, I do not want brownies. I usually have brownies because brownies are probably the easiest. They're, brownies, you mix it up, you put it in, and it's good. Cake's pretty easy to mix up and put in, but then you have to let it cool and then ice it afterwards. Plus, I've kind of, like, when I got this, like, the original thought was, well, let's make cupcakes. And cupcakes are a lot of work. At some point, I will probably just choose to make this and not worry about making cupcakes. But, maybe I'll get to that. But then the other option is cookies. And cookies are quite a bit of work, actually. Even just the mixing them, you got to kind of get down there and in with your hands and get it mixed up. And they also sound the best right now, so they're what I'm going to make anyways. Step 1, butter to room temperature. Right. There we go. Started the prep one. Butter is starting to go towards room temperature. Go back to editing, and I will work more on it later. Now I got impatient. I wanted to get the cookies going. So I came up with an idea. I have a pot here. It's making tea. It's kind of warm. And basically the idea is, I put the hot water and I put the tea in, and I let it cool down over hours while it steeps. So I took my butter, and at first I set it just next to it, and there's a little spot that is actually truly a little bit of, you can see the color difference. It actually melted a little bit. I was like, oh, that's not gonna work. So I put the actual bowl here on top, and I set it in there, so that's like a plastic barrier. And the butter is now, still a little cool, but pliable. Exactly what I want. So, time to make cookie dough. And of course, I'm gonna start mixing this with a spoon, but I remember from last time, by the end, I had to get in there to really get everything incorporated. So we'll see. But even now I'm remembering, oh yeah, this smells so good. It smells so good. I am totally gonna be eating raw cookie dough. It's just what happens when you make cookies. You eat raw dough because it's so good. Yep. I'm gonna just get in there. Good luck. Coming together. And I guess a good thing about doing it with my hands is now my hand is covered in cookie dough, and I basically have to eat it. Like how else would I get it off other than, than like basically licking my fingers to get all the cookie dough off? The delicious, delicious cookie dough. And there we go. 21 cookies. Now it says makes 36 cookies, but it also says not to eat the raw batter. So I guess neither of those ended up being the case. Eh? I mean, really, it's only one egg in there, so, and more than half of the cookies ended up being made. So I ate less than than half of a raw egg. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be fine. Otherwise, those are cool a little bit. I'll throw them in a bag. I don't really need to eat those today, because I've already eaten plenty of dessert with just the raw dough. But otherwise, gonna keep working on some editing. Not too long, make more rice. So I'm prepping the vegetables for the rice. I got the green onions and the celery, and I go to the jalapenos, and well, you're starting to get a little fuzzy. That's what we call mold, and I don't do very well with mold. One, it's gross, and two, I think I also have some pretty serious allergies to it. So, don't want to risk nothing, throwing that away. And I guess I'm going to be glad that I got the, whatever it was, pickled? I guess they're pickled, I don't know. Where, the jalapenos, the jar of jalapenos. I will use a few spoonfuls of those instead. It's not like the freshly cut, but you know what? In a pinch, it'll do. And, yeah, so I'm going to get the rice going. And the rice probably could have chilled a little bit longer. Got a little mushier than I like, but you know what it'll do? It'll be dinner. It'll be lunch the next couple of days. Finishing out my week. So, wonderful. Then from there, I guess the goal is to get trash out and dishes in the dishwasher. Because the place is a mess, and as I was cooking today, I was just sort of like, I'm just gonna do things like, gonna have like the molding jalapenos and stuff in the trash. So I'm like, I want to get those out of here, so I might as well take everything else out with it. Maybe if there's room in the bag, I might actually go through. I got the big stack of mail, junk mail, basically stuff. But I gotta filter through, find coupons, and then throw away the rest. So yeah, that'll be something to get done. And the pickled jalapenos are, well, they definitely have that pickled jalapeno flavor even after being cooked and all that. So, for this dish, I'd say probably not as good, but I don't mind so bad, as I made this, whatever, on Sunday, and I've had it for lunch the last 3 days. So it is definitely a distinctly different flavor. It has, I guess, like a vinegary flavor added to it. Not something I'd want to do every time, but you know what? Added a bit of variety, so still, I don't know if I'm just hungry, but it tastes real good. And so I did go through that big stack of mail and garbage. Stuff to keep. Yeah, I got rid of a bunch. Instead I'm going to try and get all that garbage out. It's just not all that. Feels very late, but it's only like, what? 7:20, which is around the time that I was making dinner, making the last time I had the rice. So yeah, I'm like, I still got a couple hours left to get things done with. So, got a couple vlogs edited today. Of course, made food that'll be lunch the next couple of days. Did dishes and garbage. Made cookies. I got cookies now. I got some stuff done today. Feels like I'm constantly having to clean up the kitchen. It's like it just keeps getting messy again. It's really obnoxious. But, yeah, cleaned up the giant stack of mail that's been building for a month and a half, 2 months. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm tired. It's starting to get late. I'm gonna set a vlog to upload and I'm headed to bed. Thank you for joining me and join me as my journey continues. Bye.